What's going on, Car Gang? This is Wes from Your Car, Your Store, and I'm here with my man Carlos, and he's going to be talking to us about his 1965 Cadillac. Man, I don't want to take up too much of your time, man, so the floor is yours. Tell the people, give me your story about the car.
Good day everyone, audience. So my name is Carlos Jimenez, here with Backyard Boogie, and we're here showing off our classic vehicles, and actually, like say the green and the black here, they're basically identical. DeVille's, convertibles. It's been, like I said, a great working project for the past 2.5 years. The last show that Wes, interviewed us on, it was all stock, stock rims with this hubs, and so updated her new shoes. So now she's, riding on 520s with her wire wheels, and so this look, just to me, it just makes the Cadillac really stand out in our mind and eyes, because like I said, it's a classic, and you're just giving all these accessories, jewels to make it look, pristine, to give her life. That's what we're working on, giving these cars life.
Okay.
It's like I said, it's a beautiful trade, and it's it's just something that we have to be extremely patient with, because like I said, not only funds but time, and more than anything, learning the trade. Taking the time to learn the trade, to perfect the craft, and that's where we're at right now. And like I said, these cars I don't want to say extremely difficult, but it has been a challenge to find trim parts for it, especially the corners and the front, and the back. There's certain things that they don't replicate. You have to literally go hunting. It's like needle in a haystack, like they say, and it takes time, a lot of time.
All right, man. So outside of finding the parts, we get to that in a minute, but I want to know, how did you acquire the vehicle, man? Because you've only had it you haven't had it real long.
No more than 3 years.
No more than 3 years. All right. So how'd you come into it?
So the car was acquired from an acquaintance up in Fresno area, Manteca, California, up northern California, and I actually came up with it. Well, I had a C10 at the time. It was a 1981 that I drove for like over 25 years.
Okay.
And at the time, we were like gifted it to my son, and he enjoyed it right after high school. And this vehicle came to my attention when the guys were all like, "Hey, it's." When I basically told my son, "It's time. I think it's time that we now focus on picking up a new classic car, a new project that we can both work on." And since I learned so much from this vehicle, from the 65 Ricks that we found, I want to say over 7 years ago.
Okay.
Since I learned so much from this one, and picking up his trade and his perfection. And then I said to myself, I now need to go for my Cadillac. I need a Cadillac now. And being that it's convertible, and that knowing that these guys, they're not dime a dozen in a sense. So that opportunity came, and like I said, that was like 2.5, almost 3 years ago. So now that it's here with us here at home in San Diego, it's little by little, just making it look better. Just it's like I said, it's a really, really difficult. How should I say?
Difficult to find, or was it difficult? Difficult parts wise.
The parts, everything, because it was so like the engine was running. So they basically presented a video to me that the car was like literally on the road, that it was drivable. But when it came down to San Diego in a trailer, they're all like, "Well, sorry, we got to push the car down. We couldn't start on its own because there was a lot of stuff that was missing, that wasn't attached to the vehicle." So at that time, Rick convinced me. He's like, "No, it's a Cadillac. It's a convertible.
Yeah, you gotta get it.
You're gonna get
you gotta get it.
So
bite the bullet.
He's the one that convinced me to say, "Yeah, take her, keep her, and this." So she's been with us for a little bit of time, but it's been a work in progress for sure.
Man, did you acquire it at a decent price?
Reasonable, very reasonable
price.
Definitely won't be the price that it is today, because we already know that these prices have spiked. These cars have definitely spiked in price.
Definitely.
And totally collector's items, but it's something that I hopefully, when obviously my son acquires it, when I'm gone off this beautiful earth, like I said, like Greg says, hopefully they'll stay with the family. Just because it's like I said, it's our legacy in a sense, even though it's just a material piece, but it's our not just a culture. It's the time that we invest into these vehicles to create such an art piece, because that's the way we see it. It's an art. Definitely. It just takes so much of our not just the energy, but the timing that we put into this craft. So
Okay. Now, man, I'm looking at the shoes again, man. I couldn't help but notice that centerpiece right here, man. Is that something that's custom on the centerpiece, or is that?
It's not want to say custom, but the company Luxor, they're the ones that have. They call them these are called chips, and so if you even go to their website, offer them in a variety of different colors.
Yeah.
And if you noticed on the even on the 65 on Rig 65, the etching, the metal etching, that's all somewhat custom. So yeah, there's price differences, but that's technically like they're I won't say they're stock, but they're the one that is offered when you actually buy a set of wheels.
Okay.
It's one. It's just that they now offer it in different colors to kind of match the finish of the vehicle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And those are 13 rims, 13
14s.
inches?
14s. 13s, obviously the original, the OG guys stick to the 13s for sure. Yeah. But I went with the 14s because the only reason is so I don't stress the engine. I said it's a boat, and so with these 13s, the engine you'll hear them whine. You know,
oh, do you?
Puts a little bit of stress on them, but it's just they're meant for cruising. You know, you don't want to put too much stress on them, especially that they're somewhat old. So you want to baby them engines. Yeah. Like this one, like I said, I've been babying it for some time, and the next upgrade that I'd like to do to this engine would be turn it into a fuel injection.
Fuel injection?
Yeah, it's all carbureted right now. But Snake's at old school, but I know the fuel injection system will definitely make it, make it run even better.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. And man, the black one here, is this a specific kind of black? Anything going on with it? I mean, it looks like it's just jet black, but black. They got so many different colors.
House of Colors as well. House of Color black for sure.
House of Color?
Yep.
Okay. And is this a paint job that you did? That you guys did at Backyard Boogie?
We had to retouch it. Yep.
Okay.
Yep, Backyard Boogie had to retouch it. And like I said, little by little, polishing every panel in a sense. Just going over it because there's a lot. I won't say there's a little bit of. I won't say a lot of imperfections, but there's imperfections in there that I still have to yet take care of. Okay. And like I said, if I don't point them out, you probably won't see them because the car is so shiny.
Yeah, I like this jet black on here. Yeah. I call it a jet black.
But definitely what has helped the car is all the little missing pieces, all the missing chrome and trim. Yeah. That wasn't on the car originally. Like this piece wasn't on there. There's some pieces, like I said, this is a real common piece, and it'll split right in the center because it's a little stress point. Okay. So there's a little plate down here. Originally, it actually has it, but eventually, because everyone tends to grab this edge, and you can actually, like I said, because of the stress, it'll accidentally break on you.
Wow.
So you gotta be real careful with that.
Man,
same thing with the crest. Everything's all original.
All original, huh?
Fortunately, like I said, there's very well, at least on the 65, they don't replicate any of these parts, so it's a mission to go find parts for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be, man. I'm sure it is. After listening to the last story, man, they're real hard to find and everything like that. Yep. And I know he was saying that you're waiting for some chrome for the side piece.
Yep. So there's some here in the front. There's one here missing. In the back over by the trunk area, I'll point those out. But little things, little accents over here. This little corner right here.
Got it. Okay, and that's just because it's just hard to come by. Yep. It's not easy to find.
I can't go to Cadillac and find the catalog and purchase these. You just can't. Yeah. The opportunity that we now have is that we can network with a lot of the other locals. Yeah. And especially the guys that are into picking up or purchasing donor cars. Yeah. And they'll be selling parts off of them.
All right, y'all. We had to take an edit moment right there. Rick got in the moment, man. Started.
Ooh.
Dogs hopping out of cars and everything. Man, boy. All right. So again, all right, we were talking about the trimming and everything like that, man. But you were talking about getting some side moldings and stuff.
Side molding is still an option for me, just because these paddles are nice and straight. Yeah. It just makes the car look that, exquisite, I guess, because of the long paddles that they are. So the car really stands out. My ultimate goal is to eventually hydraulics and lay it all the way down to the ground. So once I achieve that, I know that those panels are just gonna look beautiful. Yeah, when it's on the ground.
Me personally, man, I like the way the sucker looks right now. I mean, I know the panel. I mean, the chrome and stuff is always going to set it off, but just that straight black like that, man.
Yeah, that's the ultimate goal.
Man, that's nice. I like the way
all the little accents, the little trim that's on the sides. Yeah. And just having it on the ground, I think that's just gonna achieve that look.
Okay. And the inside, man, we working with the the original interior dash and everything.
Yes, the interior, everything in there is original. I still gotta work on my tack with a speedometer. Yeah. Upgraded sound system. Nothing too fancy. Like I said, it's just a cruiser.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Regional C.
Car, but definitely enjoyable.
Hey,
nice classic car to enjoy on the road.
Hey, ain't nothing like some cracks and stuff in the interior. This sucker's been around for a very long long time.
It's aged for a convertible, yes.
Yeah, aged like wine and stuff over here, man. You still got the side, all those, you know, all that works and everything. That's nice, man. Man, I've always liked the originality of the sides right there.
And they're unique to that year.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And so if we move to the back here, let me see here.
Yeah, these long panels, like I said, the trunk itself. Like I say, you can fit a couple bodies back here. Like I said, I got my bar, I got my cooler, so.
Okay. And I'm going up over here. We got Backyard Boogie. All right, it's another memory of Backyard Boogie right here. The original Dago Backyard Boogie.
Right.
All right.
So it all started.
Okay. And man, I see we got some hats up here. I know you guys, Rick was saying you guys started a clothing line, so
yep, Backyard
this is what
Boogie
we
clothing.
working with. Backyard Boogie clothing. All right, y'all. We got your house right here. Okay.
That as well. So the Backyard Boogie clothing, and this is also Barrio Love is the stuff that we're working on. Those are the two names that we have, and they're obviously registered. So from the hats to the jerseys, to the hoodies.
We're working with the hoodie.
We're going to be providing quality garments. You know,
that's Tijuana.
This is Tijuana, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
so it's all stitched.
That's nice.
So the next one on our project, it'll be reading San Diego.
Okay.
And the other one's Border Town. I mean, these are. I mean, we're on the map, Chicanos, and you know, our culture, our the love for classics. I mean, it's a blend. Yeah. It's a blend. It's a beautiful world, and we just gotta, you know, kind of show the world. It's like, hey, we're very humble people, and
definitely.
like I said, by us showing our craft, teaching the young ones, you know, keeping ourselves busy by providing such, and like I said, it's an artwork because we get to network with a lot of the artists. Yeah. You know, from tattoo artists. Which was Joe the Rio is one of my artists, and he's the one that created this logo. Yeah. Same thing with other projects that we have, going right now. Yeah. And like I said, it's a craft, it's a trade. It's just you have to be extremely patient, you know, to provide, you know, such beautiful artwork to a community. So we're there.
Yeah, I like that, man. I might have to rock something like that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I've been to Tijuana many a times, man. I was going to Tijuana since I was like 13 when the homeboys was like, man, you want to go to Mexico? Like, Mexico? It's like, yeah, we hop on the trolley and go.
So the main reason why I mentioned to Rick that I want to keep Backyard Boogie, also because Tijuana, Mexico, it's our backyard. Yeah. We're literally we're beautiful, you know, we're neighbors, but what a great opportunity to network and to be, you know, part of the locals, to say, hey, look, this is our stuff, this is our work, this is our trade, and to, you know, bring the youth, bring the families together. Yeah. You know, and you know, it gives us a good opportunity to stay busy and work, you know, chip away and show the love that we have for the classic vehicles. Definitely. Yeah.
All right, man. And what's one of the things that you probably dislike about the vehicle, man? Every car has its day.
I would say definitely it's a gas guzzler.
Gas guzzler?
It's a guzzler, yeah. She has an alcohol problem.
Man.
She has an alcohol problem for sure.
Hey, that's the first I've ever heard. Yeah, an alcohol problem. Yeah, I might have to use that one.
Yeah, this one for sure. She has an alcohol problem.
Straight alcohol problem.
But other than that, like I said, just taking the time to go through the mechanics. Yeah. Because they're not perfect. Like I say, you have to definitely get in and tinker with the adjustments, because there's a lot of manuals, a lot of old stuff that's in there. Yeah. You know, it's not a modern engine in a sense. You know, you can't hook up an O2 sensor and have it tell you what's wrong with it. You literally have to know you have to be skilled. Yeah. And that's something that I even told my son and the nephews, like, you have to take the time to learn the old systems. Yeah. Because you have to, you know, learn how to fine tune. You gotta troubleshoot. And this is something that, like I said, it's another skill for all of us, for us all, to pick up and learn, because you won't think that, just because it's a turnkey, it's gonna run off. But no, you have to make sure it doesn't leak on you, especially when it comes to fuel. Yeah. Obviously, there's a lot of old, like say, lines that you want to start, you know, changing and upgrading, because they're aged. So those are little things that you have to keep in mind for sure. And that's something that I've worked on for the past 2.5 years.
Yeah, and this is one of those vehicles too, man. And you're just not going to take to anybody's mechanic shop and have them work on it.
Correct.
You know, you roll up in somebody's shop and all of a sudden you come back and got scratches, dents,
definitely.
parts might be missing, right?
Yeah. We have some horror stories of friends that have taken their vehicles to no name shops.
Yeah.
And they've gotten, their stuff stolen and scratched. Accidents do occur.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's unfortunate when you take your vehicle to someone that you know or someone that you're going to trust, and they do something bad to it, and that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, you gotta get back to the shop, and all of a sudden, now you're really pissed off. Okay, I see what we working with here. I see a blue hat, but it says Dago on there though. All right, no LA, we good. Okay, got the whole anthem.
Everyone thinks what is it? It's in LA, knows.
Well, yeah, anybody see that blue hat, you always think of the Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, man, this is nice though, man. Let me see. I want to get a shot of this grill right here again. Get that. Oh yeah.
Something different.
Yeah, definitely different right there.
Little things like that just the car, little accents.
Yeah, man. So what's one of the most memorable moments, man, that you have with the vehicle, man?
When the car arrived, like I mentioned, it came off a trailer, and we had to push the car into Rick's backyard boogie, and it took us a good 5-6 months to go through the mechanics to get the car up and running. The most memorable piece of that is when we brought the car out to the streets. Obviously marina. We brought it up to the marina.
Okay.
And I basically handed the keys to my son. It's like, hey, this is for a brighter future. This is a brighter future for us. It's that moment that I say, hey, that made me feel like a proud father to say, hey, those decisions that we made. Now look at where we're at. And those are something that it's a reflection of our commitment, our work ethics, our education, because that's what we push. My kids are at university and they're gym bodies, and so I push for that. And I tell this to my children: you guys have to be better than me. That's a plus in my mind, because like I said, it's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice to get to where we're at. And even though, like I said, it's not the material things because we obviously leave with nothing in this world, but it's the commitments, it's the legacies that we'll leave for our families for ages to come, because they'll see what we've created with our hard work, earning and to provide for our family, and
definitely
and so that means a lot to us, for sure.
And it's one thing to have a build, and then kind of like, especially if you have a family, I'm sure, because I got a family too, but if you're kind of off isolated doing your own thing, compared to when you got kids, like you're saying, you get keeping the kids involved. You keep them involved in everything. They kind of grow up dealing with, going through some of the issues that you experience with the vehicle and stuff like that. So I think they have a great appreciation for it. So when you do pass it off to them, it's not one of those things, oh, well, I don't have no connection with this car, I'm gonna sell it to the first person who wants to buy it. As opposed, I was here when Pops rolled this off the lift into the garage, and we've been working on it since day one.
That's right.
So I mean, that's definitely a memorable one right there, man. And I think when you have those experiences with your kids, you know what I'm saying? It creates for something better. So they're not just selling your car when you're gone, right?
That's right. And we give it value. We give it's that value that you put into a vehicle. And like I said, it's say you purchase it at X amount, and next thing you know, people are gonna want to say offer an X amount to buy you the car off of you, and they're like, well, it's not for sale. It's just more sentimental value now. And the time that you've created to get where it's at today. And like I said, another I guess in my mind memorable when I have the family in the vehicle and we're out in the streets and people are honking and waving like it's a parade. I mean, that's a beautiful feeling because it's like, hey, this is ours. This is ours now. It's a dream. It's a dream when you're cruising these classics.
Yeah, you don't normally see these. You know what I'm saying? It's rare that you do see them, especially a convertible. And everything like that. Then it's clean at that, so. Yeah, man, you're kind of winning with this vehicle right here, man. Well, you pretty much answered the question about who's going to get the vehicle when you're no longer able to drive. That's one of the ones I usually ask at the end, so we already know it's going to the kids and stuff like that. But I think the dilemma is going to be, what kid is it going to? I think that's where the fight is going to come in.
That's right.
Man, you might have to have an undercover trust somewhere. You get it.
That's right.
You get this, but you get this right here. All right, man. Hey, Carlos, man, is there any shout outs you want to give to anybody, man, that helped you along the way or anything like that? And also, if you have any type of handles where people can reach out to you, might want to find some information out.
So for example, there's a few. I'd like to obviously give thanks to Wes and the YouTube channel and the community.
Man, looking out.
And that says the best, because obviously you taking the time to interview us. Like I said, this is our second interview, but it says a lot when you have the community joining together.
Yeah.
Obviously, kind of providing that great image, that video, that media, that we're here to provide a very positive thing.
Yeah.
In this difficult times, I want to say, because there's a lot of going on in this world and in our country.
Yeah.
But we just got to stay positive.
Yeah.
It's sad to hear a lot of incidents and family members and friends and passings, and it's very difficult.
Yeah.
It takes a toll on a lot of families and friends.
Yeah.
It's very stressful, and what's the other word?
It's just difficult, man.
It's very, very difficult.
It can be difficult.
Yes.
Yeah. Some folks handle things differently.
Yeah. And for us, we just we help provide that. That staying positive, keeping ourselves busy, motivated. Sharing ideas.
Yeah.
It's a plus. Like I said, just by providing that, by learning the craft, learning that trade.
Yeah.
You can't just go ahead and say, I'm gonna come out of work and I'm just gonna sit down and watch television. I don't watch television at all. I stopped watching television for a good 3 years.
You sound like
since
many
I picked
of us.
up this project. It's just what's next? What's next? It's what gives me that motivation as to what's next to do to the car, because it's time.
Yeah.
It's not literally the money, it's the time. It's the time that I've invested into this vehicle to where it's at today. And that's where I even tell this to my friends and my coworkers: pick up a trade. Don't just just sit down and watch television. Go ahead up, go to the gym, get this is the reason why I'm also trying to try to lose my weight and stay healthy.
Yeah.
That's a very, very important thing. Staying getting your staying healthy. Mental health, all that is extremely important. That helps drive. For that following year, for that following birthday. We were just celebrating the nephew's birthday last night, and like I said, we were up till 3-5 in the morning, and so like I said, great opportunities for all of us to enjoy. For sure.
Definitely, man. So is there an Instagram handle? Is it still Backyard Boogie? Or
Instagram and even Facebook. So Rick's Backyard Boogie is both pages on the media where you can find us. And this is the Rick's Backyard Boogie is where we post a lot of our images and video content and picture content. That's something that we also we would like to get a hold of a good digital camera, so we can actually start capturing a lot of the work that is done, like say behind the scenes, because that's something that we the way I stand is I like to work behind the scenes, making these vehicles. Literally, these vehicles are the models. They're the famous ones in my mind. Because I say it's just that time that we have to take to be able to capture those moments. Yeah. So that's next. That's next, and especially like I said with this clothing line and providing quality garment, providing quality paint work, and providing quality metal fabrication, all that. It's a trade. It takes time. You can't just go ahead to that youngster and say, hey, take care of my classic, and then pay, say something very reasonable, but you have to know exactly what you're asking for, who you're going to be asking it to.
Definitely.
It's just it's a trade. So you definitely want to just keep mindful. And look at the work. It works. The work literally speaks for itself in a sense, and that's something that you have to be looking at if you're going to be getting into this into these projects. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely do, man. Okay, man. Well, hey, man, Carlos, man, I appreciate you, man, giving me some time out of your 24 today, man.
You're welcome.
All right, thank you.
Take care.